Welcome back to this week's Canada adventure. So today we're just going to take you on a beautiful walk up at Sunshine Meadows. Now to do Sunshine Meadows we went online, we grabbed ourselves some tickets and got $5 off. I think they were around about 110, but I'll double check that one. And that gets you on the gondola, which is 5 kilometres long. And then we hop off that and we hop onto the Standish Express chairlift. And that then brings us up to the top viewpoint, which is the Standish viewpoint. So come along with us as we check out what to do, how it all rolls, if there's toilets, if there's not, and maybe there could even be Wi-Fi on the top of the mountain. Who knows? But either way, come along and see this beautiful part of Canada.
There's an obvious end to this game we're playing. I say nothing, you say nothing, and nobody wins. I've been through this a million times, hoping that my heart would give me a sign. Feels like we're both keeping secrets tonight.
So this is Nervous Rachel.
Not nervous yet. This one's not as bad.
Yeah, and the enclosed one, she's generally okay. It's the chairlift outdoor one that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Closed, fine. First, there's a little bit of a 90-degree.
And a deer. Look out! Oh, it's a goat.
It's a goat.
It's a goat.
It's a bloody goat, Brett.
Oh,
Move!
jeepers! Gets another one. Gonna bump him in the bum.
So this whole gondola is about 5 kilometres long, and you can actually fit 6 to 8 people in each gondola. Thankfully, Brett and I have just got each other in here, so we can look out and do bear spotting. Now, we grabbed our tickets online. If you buy them online, you can rock on up and just hop straight in the gondola. You don't have to go to the ticket office, especially if there's a bit of a queue. Plus, you get a $5 discount, so that's a little bit of a bonus. So like I said, it's 5Ks long, and this gondola actually is open daily from about 8 a.m. to 6 p.m, and that's from late June to early September. So once we get off the gondola, we're actually going to jump on the Standish Express. Sounds like a train, but no, it is a quad chair. So, and that will roar is the word they use. That gives me the impression it moves pretty damn fast, but we'll find out. To an elevation of around about 2,400 meters or 8,000 feet. I feel safe.
Because I'm sitting beside her, that's
Yes.
all it is.
The one in Italy felt like it was built in 1935. Hasn't been had anything done to it, and it just didn't feel safe. This I'm happy with. I could actually just about come back and have my skis on my feet and be happy to ski on off this.
Perfect.
Yes.
Now, we should be on the outlook for bears and wolves. Grizzly bears have been sighted through here. Not yesterday, the day before, but yesterday they sighted wolves up here.
Yeah. And they did say beware with the wolf. Don't think it's a dog just because it's got a collar on, because of course the wolves here are tracked at the national park here, and so they have collars on to track them. So don't think, oh, that's a nice puppy, let's go pet it.
So we're about halfway up, and this is the calmest I've seen Rachel ever.
Hey, maybe I've got used to heights.
Yeah, she's growing up finally.
No, like I said, this is quite comfortable. It feels like I'm just sitting in a lounge seat.
Yeah. I think it's the company you're keeping.
Definitely, definitely. Listen to this.
Nothing.
Exactly. It's so peaceful. It is so lovely.
The red line all the way up there, so you just step up. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Nice one.
Thank you.
So So these are really cool. So Grizzly Lake, the Larrick's Lake and the Rock Island Lake is what we thought we'd go have a little walk around. And so down here, it's exactly what we have. We have Grizzly Lake, the Larrick's Lake and the Rock Island Lake. So we're going to go off and have a little look down there at those. But also, bonus up here, who would have thunk it? A little bit of Wi-Fi. So already it has been a slight surprise that I wasn't expecting all trails, like literally trails made for us to walk on. I think I was expecting more of dirt trails as in mountain trails. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be so well maintained and groomed for everyone to walk on, but this is awesome. I'm not going to complain.
I'm not so sure I'm enjoying the new posting I have. I noticed that Rachel's pushed me out in front. I take it she's thinking bear bait. She can push and run.
Upstairs for thinking.
Spectacular up here. What an amazing trail. Just the fact that you can catch a gondola up and a chairlift up, so then you get to actually walk out to all these lakes beyond the meadow. Amazing. I just sidestepped, so Rachel had to go back to the lead, and now all of a sudden she says she's a bit warm. I'm sure the jacket's coming off, so she'll duck back behind and put it in my backpack. But
He thinks he's so clever. Do you want to go around the Grizzly Larrick's Junction? Is that what we're going to do?
I think you said we'll go Grizzly Larrick's Loop return.
How about we follow the people because I'll bear bait.
Exactly. I like the way you're thinking, Rachel. Perfecto.
So we've made it to the Grizzly Loop Junction. So we're going to head down there, and someone did say there are some toilets down there. Now this is one way, so that'll take us all the way down to see the Grizzly Lake, the Simpson viewpoint and the Larrick's Lake as well, and then we'll actually come on back on this track here. So it just brings you back. So it's just a beautiful loop round. So best we go forward. So Mr. Brett, what are you thinking about our walk today?
I'm thinking it's probably the most spectacular walk.
Very, very cool. So well worth doing. So as you can see today, all these wildflowers, we may have missed their full bloom, but in a couple of weeks' time, all of this will go golden. So it doesn't really matter when you come up here and walk, you will get an amazing view. Anyhow, so we've come back from going right around that Grizzly Loop, and we've decided that we'd rather go back up to the Standish viewing deck and then on to the Standish chairlift or the Standish Express. We don't really want to walk down the road, and if you look up here, if I just blow this up a little bit, that is the viewing platform that you've got to get up to. We're heading up to the chairlift, and we just saw the sign, and as Brett pointed out, if that sign was down and said Standish lift closed, then you definitely would have to walk the road out that I just mentioned, which is straight ahead on this track here. So there's heaps of benches or seats like this for you to take a rest stop either on the way down or on the way up. Let's give you a quick overview of this actual Sunshine's Meadow, or the Sunshine Ski Resort. So the actual access road was built in 1940, followed by the first gondola in 1980. And here we are in 2024 with the gondola that goes for 5 miles, And then all these different chairlifts to take you up to different parts of this mountain for skiing, snowboarding over winter. It's been awesome being able to show you a little part of Canada and up here at Sunshine Meadows. I would highly recommend this, to the point that Brett and I have been talking. We said, yeah, we'd do it all again, especially if you came maybe a month earlier, or even 2 months, just as the snow is melting. You would get to see this in so many ways. Absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, Rachel, what's happened?
I think the gondola's broken down. Maybe? I don't know.
I'm pretty certain it's doesn't usually stop in the midst of a run.
No, not really, I don't think.
And look how calm you are.
I know. I tell you. Johnston Canyon. So it's a, well, early-ish start here this morning. 8 o'clock.
We're 8:30.
8:30. So we did drive out here at about 7 to get a car park, and then we've made ourselves a coffee.
Use the facilities.
Tried to warm up because it was 3 degrees this morning.
It is cold.
It is pretty cool. So Johnston Canyon, welcome to this beautiful canyon. So they have pre-warned you that this is the busiest trail of all trails here in Banff. So they advise you to get here as early as you can. 1, to get a car park, and 2, just to get on the track and have a little bit of peace to yourself. So let's see how bad it really is.
Morena.
Atamarie. It's a little bit cool, crisp this morning, but beautiful. And it's crisper because we're going to follow the water and in a canyon. Right.
Let's go.
So we've got about a 5k return walk today. So we are down here at the moment, and we're just going to follow the water all the way up. The lower falls is about a 1k walk in, and the upper falls is about a 2.6 walk in. And that's what we're about to do today at Johnston Canyon. So we're just coming up on the upper falls, and we will be able to go out, take a photo of it, and yeah, you just have to be a little bit patient as everyone sort of queues up and gets their photo. Now we have heard you can wait anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours to get a photo of this waterfall. So we were lucky enough not to have a very big queue in front of us. But yeah, some people don't quite read the memo. So it's not a very big platform down there, and realistically, just be patient and let people take their photos. It's a gorgeous walk. It is the whole entire way, nice smooth walk. And you follow the water pretty much the whole entire way, which is just crystal clear, as you can see. Absolutely gorgeous. Certainly worth coming here for a walk, and the waterfall was beautiful. You don't get a lot of time spent at the waterfall if there's lots of people, but it is what it is. Gorgeous to see. So we're now making our way back to John in the car park and going past the lower falls viewing platform. As you can see, there is getting more and more people. So that first bus out of Banff at 9 a.m. has arrived, and it's about 9:45, and so these people are just making it to the lower falls viewing platform now, and here's the queue. If you do arrive a little bit later here after 9 or 9:30, and you are going to be waiting at the lower falls and the upper falls for a photo opportunity, pop in here to the little cafe that's inside this building, which is just at the start of the walk up to the canyon, and grab yourself a coffee. and wander up with a coffee, because you are going to be up there for quite some time. But it is worth it. It is beautiful. But again, honestly, get here early. It's worth getting out of bed for early. Good morning from the park and ride. Now we're heading to Moraine Lake today. Now this park and ride is for Lake Louise and Moraine Lake. Now there's a bit of a trick to how to get out to these lakes nowadays. So here it is. You need to reserve a seat on the Parks Canada shuttle. So you have to go on 2 days prior to your departure date at 8 a.m. in the morning on the Parks Canada app and actually book and reserve your tickets. The first shuttle to the lake starts at 6:30 a.m. and the last shuttle back to your park and ride is 7:30 p.m. Before you hit this trail, the Consolation Trail, do go up to Rockpile Trail, and it's literally 200-300 meters up to the Rockpile, and you get a beautiful view over Lake Moraine. So we're heading now to do the Consolation Trail, and it's about a 3.2 kilometre out and then 3.2 back again. Right, do look out for these signs. So this is a group access. So today Brett and I are fine. Group access is recommended. So groups meaning a tight group of 4 for more safety, because we're in grizzly bear country. But sometimes it can be ticked up there that it's mandatory. So if it's mandatory, you need to find 2 buddies if there's only 2 of you. But today we're all good. So it's been a gorgeous wee walk. This is how the trail's been the whole way. Lots of tree roots and a little bit of rocks, but well maintained. We've seen got 2 people walking behind us, Erin and James, because we met them. And then we've passed probably...
Hang on a minute, they were in front of us, but they strategically snuck sideways, took a photo to drop behind. Clever.
We've passed probably 3 lots of 2 people coming down off this trail. So it's not a busy trail. Righty ho, we have made it to Consolation Lakes. Or lake, I think it was lakes. But anywho, we're just going to have a bit of a snacky snack. And it is just gorgeous here. Now the walk's easy as, simple pimple. So I'd definitely add it to your to-do list. After doing the rock pile, definitely come through and just add this as a beautiful walk. It's just a walk through the forest and then you come here. Right, we've rocked up here back to Lake Moraine, and we've decided we're going to see if we can go hire one of those canoes. So off we go. Right, I'm following Brett, and Brett just said to me, no, this is why. That is why. $160 for an hour. So we own our own paddleboard, and we are going to spend the day tomorrow at Lake Louise all day long. And so we're going to save our $160, and quite frankly I'd rather go to the Fairmont and spend that on dinner or lunch, or probably actually coffee and a cake. But yeah, we will not be hiring a canoe when we've got our own paddleboard. That's where we're off to tomorrow, is Lake Louise. So that's a bit of a wrap for this vlog today. We have absolutely loved our time wandering the meadows at Sunshine Meadow and hiking around there, and here today at Lake Moraine. So stay tuned for our Lake Louise adventure, and it did end up being an amazing adventure. Something we didn't quite plan on, but we ended up hiking 20 kilometres and getting to the top of a hike named Devil's Thumb. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss out on seeing that one. Until next time, see you later.